Missouri River Conference Bowling Tournament was hosted at Plaza Bowl in Sioux City. 7 teams hit the lanes, beginning at 1 o'clock to see who would claim the conference title. We'll pick things up with the girls' action first. This is Landry Lyman lining up the shot. The senior from Sioux City East. She'll pick up a strike there, knocking down all 10 from one senior to another now. This is Natalie Vanderloo out of Lamar's, looking to continue her stellar season. Places this one perfectly on the pine. Knocks all those pins down. Sergeant Bluff Luton girls in action as well. Carly Rooney rolling this one. Line looks good. She's able to knock down 9 of the 10 on that roll. It would be Lamar's winning the girls' championship with his team score of 27-13. Boys in action as well. Cal Walrod out of Sioux City North looking to perform well in his final conference meet. Senior gets the spare, knocking down 3 pins he had left. East in action, just a couple of lanes over. Jericho Gatch lets this one rip with some power. Like a mower on grass, those pins don't stand a chance. That's a strike. Sioux City West get in on the action. Ethan Frazee, 1 pin left. Perfect roll by the Wolverine. He'd get the spare, getting the pin to fall. Would it be the Bulldogs of Lamar's coming up with a sweep? The Dogs, they'd win the boys' championship as well with a score of 32-58.